On the 19th day of December 2025, this is News Tonight, and we bring you what's making headlines. Straight away into the bulletin, President Yoweri Museveni has assured residents of Lwengo district that government will provide a lasting solution to the decades-long water crisis affecting the area. Speaking during a campaign rally at Mbirizi Seed Secondary School playground in Lwengo district, President Museveni acknowledged that the area, which he occasionally referred to as Kajumba, has for many years struggled with inadequate water supply.
Mbirizi Seed School playground in Lwengo district was fully packed to capacity as thousands of NRM supporters gathered to welcome the NRM presidential candidate Yoweri Museveni as he unpacked his manifesto. President Museveni assured the residents of Lwengo district that government will provide a lasting solution to the decades-long water crisis affecting their area. His assurance came after the woman MP of the district, Sise Namuju, raised the matter as a critical one.
Tuine ekizibu ky'amazzi, abakyala boolaba wano amazzi gabatawanya. Enayemoye amazzi gatutawanya ng'abakyala kubanga ffe tufumba, ffe tulabirira awaka, amazzi tunywa mu n'ente. Your Excellency, tukusaba tufune amazzi ga pipe to water, abantu b'e Lwengo beeyagale. Naye manyi ng'oli mu ntebe eyo ng'Anita Amongo ye speaker, nga nze mubaka wa parliament ne ttiimu yange, ebyo byonna ogenda kubikola.
N'olwekyo njagala kusaba Sise Namuju n'ababaka ba parliament batule na Moses Byarahanga wa ofisi yange kubanga ekizibu ky'amazzi ekyakejuma kimanyi. Waliwo n'ennyimba ze twayimbanga edda ffe banansangwawo ezikwata ku ebbula ly'amazzi wano ekyanda batutegeeze bulungi ebiri wano kiki ekibulamu. Mugole n'Ebyarahanga muwandiike fayiro entuufu ntegeere manye ekibulawo.
Museveni also reminded the residents of Lwengo of the developments achieved in the district over the years, citing improvements in roads, schools, health facilities, and electricity coverage.
Kuluda lw'emisingi ebyenfuna waliyo enguudo ze mbadde mwogerako, waliyo amasanyalaze, waliyo essimu, waliyo amazzi, waliyo internet. Bwe ntunula wano olubuto olunene oluyita mu kitundu kino lw'e Masaka Lyantonde twagala kukola emirundi egiwerako.
The president further urged the residents to actively engage in wealth creation. He said while development benefits communities collectively, poverty or wealth is largely determined at the household level.
Korasi eri wano, omwavu ali wano. Kati ffe ekyo tetukikiriza. Ffe tugamba nti ennyingiza y'amaka kintu ekikulu ennyo ekigenda kumalawo ebizibu mu nsi, kubanga otandikira ku omuntu kinoomu bw'abeera omwavu ensi yonna tetereera.
Tomorrow on Saturday, the NRM presidential candidate will campaign in Kalangala and Kalungu. Philip Aguta for UBC News in Lwengo.
And in a government scorecard, Luengo district is a district located in central Uganda within the Buganda region. It was officially created in 2010 after being carved out of the former Masaka district. Luengo district is largely rural with agriculture as the main economic activity. The majority of residents engage in farming, growing crops such as bananas, coffee, maize, alongside livestock keeping. The district is known for its fertile soils and favorable climate, which support agricultural production.
Luengo has 10 sub-counties, stroke town councils, 45 parishes and 438 villages, with a population of 325,263 according to the Census Report 2024. Luengo district's economy is mainly based on agriculture, supported by livestock keeping, petty trade, small-scale agro-processing, fishing, transport, and micro-enterprises. The government has taken different interventions to improve the well-being of people in Luengo. Let's take a look at the parish development model in the district. Luengo district, with 45 PDM circles, has cumulatively received shillings 16.05 billion, and out of this, shillings 13.7 billion, representing 86.22%, has been disbursed to 14,175 beneficiary households out of 68,671 total households. In regards to Emyuga, the district has a total of 54 circles with 5,948 members. Government has so far disbursed a total of shillings 2.46 billion. Breaking down the education sector, Luengo district has a total of 132 government primary schools and 228 private schools, 9 government secondary schools and 44 private secondary schools. Looking at the health sector, out of 10 sub-counties in Luengo, 3 have health center 4s, 6 have health center 3s. In regards to the water sector, out of 438 rural villages in Luengo, 320 have access to a safe water source, representing a coverage of 73.05%. Looking at the energy sector, Luengo district is now connected to the national grid, with 8 sub-counties out of 10 connected to electricity. The following are planned in the next Chisanja. Government will extend electricity to the 2 sub-counties, that is Malango and Kingo, which are not electrified. Complete the construction of 2 seed secondary schools. All the sub-counties will each have a government secondary school. Upgrade Kisansala Health Center 2 in Kingo sub-county to a Health Center 3. Renovation of Chazanga Health Center 4 theatre. Construction of staff houses at Chazanga Health Center 4, among others. Rehabilitate and extend the Ankoni piped water supply and sanitation system.
And over to Chotera, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has commended farmers in Greater Masaka's region for taking up wealth creation as both large and small-scale levels, hailing the move as one which is driving Uganda's economy. While addressing the campaign rally in Chotera district this Friday, President Museveni noted that the country has witnessed a boost in coffee, milk, cattle and maize production. Let's hear more from Robert Onyango.
St. James Secondary School playground in Chotera district has been painted yellow as the area hosted the Friday NRM campaign rally. The Chotera campaign rally has been attended by the former Vice President of Uganda, Edward Kiwanuka II, NRM Central Executive Committee members, Dr. Calvin Chodu, Jonadi Asimwe, Adrian Kobusinje, NRM Secretary General Richard Odwong, PRU Secretary General Daudi Kabanda, among others.
luno oluguudo babadde bano abatubeera obubi nga balwogerako tumukubire His Excellency omuzira ogw'amaanyi oluguudo lwaffe Masaka, Chotera, Mutukula Road, lukolebwako.
The Speaker of Parliament was flanked by a section of leaders who included Ministers Baramba Lugahara and Hanifa Kabuya.
And I want to sympathize with you people of Chotera. In the last 5 years, we did not have an NRM member of Parliament. That's why you find even in Mia Road, like from Luengo to Kalisiso, is in a bad state.
Chotera is the home district of Minister State for Microfinance and also NRM Vice Chairperson for Buganda Haruna Chioneka Solo.
Mukama wange era nzikirizanga ndi wane waka nkwebaze olw'okunjagala n'ompa obuvunaanyizibwa obw'enjawulo nange ngateka ettoffaali ku nsi yange Uganda.
And we want to thank you for loving our sect member.
Era maama abeebaza olw'okunjagala nze Kasolo.
Yeah, people of Chotera,
Abantu b'ekyotera mmwe.
the president is going to work on the Masaka Chotera Mutukula Road.
While in Chotera, President Museveni gave accountability of the past leadership of his government.
nembagamba nti mweyongere okuwagira NRM mugende maaso n'okuwagira NRM mbasi sirese byoya byanswa mbamba leetedde bwino ekwata ku byafaayo bya Uganda. Laba abantu bano ba NRM amatafaali ge batadde ku nyumba yaffe Uganda.
The NRM presidential candidate is also drawing the map of Uganda's future, where he says NRM is still the better driver to the country's economic transformation.
Chotera Kalisizo Masaka tuli mu kuluddamu kati naye tugenda kukolana ku luguudo olw'ekyapa Kasensero.
The economic infrastructure will not only end in Chotera, but also connect Uganda to the neighboring countries.
Naye olukiiko lumwogerako lwe lutindo lw'okugatta Uganda n'ekitundu kyaffe ekiri emitala y'e Kajjera ekyanyangoma lutindo lutwogerako era ngenda kubagamba batandika okutegeeka okulukola oluguudo olwo.
President Museveni has also emphasized fighting poverty right from the grassroots to the household level.
N'okuleeta industry n'okuleeta ebinazi wano njagala kukola ng'eki kye nakola Mbale mu Kirabaawo kye njagala kukola wano.
According to the president, Uganda's economy is booming as a result of increased agricultural production, mainly in the sectors of milk, cattle keeping, maize and coffee farming.
Kyekiri mu mata Uganda kati erina amata mangi, kyekiri mu nnyama, kyekiri mu matooke, kyekiri mu kasooli. Kasooli twalimanga tons 5,000 kati tuli ku miliyoni 5 eza tons eza kasooli.
Mr. Museveni has now addressed 4 campaign rallies in Greater Masaka sub-region since Thursday 18th December 2025.
NRM oye! NRM oye! Omusajja omukulu w'enkofiira oye!
In Chotera, the president received thousands of National Unity Platform party members who have crossed over to the NRM party. Robert Onyango, UBC News.
Thank you very much there, Robert Onyango. Now, the political climate in Chotera district is reported to be shifting in favor of the ruling party compared to 2021. Area NRM leaders say the Yellow Party is now dominant at citing existing and planned development, which are infrastructure, improved healthcare, and socio-economic progress are among the key drivers of this political shift.
The people of Chotera have spoken in a language that reflects what the NRM preaches: development and wealth creation.
I want all of you to be campaign managers for President Museveni and all the flag bearers.
yogera ku Museveni nabana abakutte bendera.
You cannot have a bus with 3 tires.
Bantu mmwe okutwagala bwe muti nja kubategeeza nze ne bakulembeze bannange bano nga mutuwadde omwaganya ne tugenda mu parliament tugenda kubayirawo omubiri mazima.
This explains why both leaders and locals are openly displaying and endorsing the NRM for various reasons.
This time round, the president is loved, very much loved. I've never seen the love that the president has. People are buying his t-shirts. One t-shirt at 20,000. But meanwhile, those t-shirts, I can buy them at 5,000, but they are buying at 20 because of the demand, because everyone wants to associate with the president.
People of Chotera just need development. They need development, they are hardworking, they have land, they have everything to do, but what they are lacking is the capital, whereby the government in NRM is the one with it all.
Bobo should stand down. Bobo should stop wasting his little money on fuel. Otherwise, he's going to get less than what he got last time.
Even some former critics of the president have now rallied behind President Museveni's re-election.
One of my disagreements with the President Museveni was the discrimination towards the Finnish Banyarwanda in Uganda, who are being denied national IDs and passports. But as we speak, President Museveni solved that matter. He issued an executive order on the 3rd of January, and it's now done.
Tomorrow we are in Kalangala and Kalungu, so we are good to go. We are happy with the turn-up. If all these who have come can vote, then we don't have any cause of alarm or any worry. But we know, we are aware of our members, we are aware of our record. We know how many votes we have in a particular district, in a particular area, because we have gone through the mathematics and we are confident about the victory.
The numbers are very encouraging. The crowds are steady, so which is a good sign, because now the campaign has gone across the country and the president is seeing a lot of numbers, which are not going down. The numbers are going up.
Protecting the gains remains the NRM campaign slogan. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Thank you very much there, Henry Okrut. Now, the First Lady and Ntungamo District NRM Chairperson, Mrs. Janet Museveni, has rallied NRM mobilization groups from across Ntungamo District to strengthen grassroots border mobilization efforts to ensure massive turnout come election day, 15th January 2025. Mrs. Museveni was addressing representatives drawn from 26 organized voluntary NRM mobilization groups within Ntungamo District.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mama Janet, also Ntungamo District Chairperson, commended the mobilizers for their unwavering dedication, resilience and discipline in advancing the NRM's agenda at the grassroots.
We're prepared to make some sacrifices for your homeland. 3 months is all it takes. Only 23 amezi ashatu abantu bakamara emyaka 5 mu kishaka batakugerera cyo kujara, batakugerera cyo kurya, batakugerera allowance, batakugerera amezi go kunywa, batagira irito amezi ashatu gatinu gaturema.
The First Lady emphasized the importance of unity, integrity and unwavering commitment, noting that Uganda's development progress from infrastructure to key social services over these years under the NRM administration led by Yoweri Museveni must be safeguarded through continued deliberate political action, especially at the village and parish levels.
Bueno, ubururu ubwija every 5 years. Nuhereza abantu an opportunity. Abantu abataragire mu kishaka. Abana bazirwe nyuma abazyo abasigazi n'empangara b'inamani. Abantu abakura branga cheira magara. Nabo kugira ngo mwene hati nitogo no murundo gwitu. Kugira icyo twakora ngo tuprotectinge obusinge obu obwaretse rweshagama y'abantu abo kubaha n'abantu bafire kunkarhanga akaba tuyine yatugirira imbabazi yatuhereza obusinge obu mbwenu hati manifesto yitu nejangu the whole process we are engaged in is to protect those gains.
She emphasized discipline, integrity of the electoral process, and targeted engagement with eligible voters.
So hati mbwenu ebire byasigarayo mwaza kuza mu kyanga cyanyu mu making sure ngu mwatoratora uburagara ko bubeire busigaire mu bantu abumbeire mutakashyikire mwabagambira ko niyo responsibility nabo ibeine kutera karuru ku making sure ngu NRM government twaji strengtheninga twaji backinga twajikorera cyone eki supposed gukora rero ya taking on another 5 years ngu tukareba obusinge bugumeho ngu tukareba ihangeri niyo yongera kugenda mu maisho
mama tukaturaganise 98% teams kugzumeni zija twazo muri 99 konkeji nyekundiro buyahika igana twaryihaye
twakore kibine cye cyatova kumenya cyamare myaka ena nikironda percent eje tukuza kuhereza mama nyo kunkuraganise kintu otukora nambwe ni percent yigana no kujitunga mama.
The representatives of the 26 mobilization groups, including youth, women, elders, professionals, business people, civil society, and faith-based leaders, presented their various plans on how they intend to mobilize and consolidate NRM support in all the constituencies of Ntungambo district. Baguma William, reporting for UBC.
Alliance for National Transformation and presidential candidate General Mugisha Muntu rolled out a Day 3 campaign in Kigezi sub-region, in Kabale, and Rukiga, urging the people of Kigezi sub-region to vote for, and accompanied by PFF members. Muntu addressed rallies in Kabale Central Division, Kabale Municipality and Rukiga District, calling for a peaceful transition of power.
Enthusiastic supporters stand up in Bugonji Kabale Municipality to welcome General Mugisha Muntu, the Alliance for National Transformation ANT presidential candidate. In Bugonji, residents voiced concern of water scarcity, lack of constant power supply, and lack of basic essential needs.
Yamala kugwara ayinisira mu mahanga kaheri kasana Europe na India. Rero so jana stop sana. Ulikureba Bugonji mu chuchu no mu chuchu. Asa kama elimu nisipate kale kitu kujira kutunga na sisi. Tunataka tukachana watu mrobo mu chuchu. Kuongeza ngabo Bugonji. Ndakora kasaro nanu mkakaba lishatera lisamnonga n'amashanyarazi.
Buza tumukureba emisibo y'umuyihanga bangira ngo umuntu ntubereye habanje mutakurwe tukabirwanza nkukuba kubirwanza ngo babarwanza ombwebembezi shinokora muki kwabo riyo mbwebembezi oyihaye kurwana ukikomwayika amazima ninga mwatambiraki oburwero bwo riyo muyihanga.
While addressing his supporters in Kabale and Rukiga, Muntu urged the people of Kigezi to demand for disciplined leaders and unconditional release of Kano Kizza Besigye.
Aterera ukora be orenda kutera Kizza Besigye turakushaba karuruka General Mugisha Muntu uraba washemura Besigye munonga hari kandi nawe arahora yashemererwa
urangagirira imbabazi abantu bakatubagiza tukazo mu government ekintu cha health insurance haruba kigambo muri abanga health insurance iyanga abantu bari kugera ne beyongera.
Muntu addressed supporters in Bugonji Parkyard and Central Market in Kabale Municipality in company of PFF members. Muntu urges citizens to demand for accountability from their leaders to ensure national resources benefit all people, not just few corrupt ones. Haruna Mutesasira, UBC News.
Well, thank you very much there, Haruna. Now, Forum for Democratic Change, FDC party presidential candidate Nathan Nandala Mafabi has promised to put in place a judicial service commission that will audit court cases to ensure justice prevails in the country. While conducting campaign rallies in Kalangala, residents of Bugoma wanted to hear his plan on the alleged abductions and unlawful possession of firearms.
The Forum for Democratic Change FDC presidential candidate Nathan Nandala Mafabi entered Kalangala aboard MV Kalangala ferry on his way from Masaka to Ogala. While at a campaign rally in Bugoma town, Mr. Mafabi promised to provide more ferries for water transport.
Put ferries on the water to improve movement of people and goods. And this is very simple. How much is a ferry? A ferry, 500 million, 300, 500 million, you have ferries. But these people just exaggerate money for purposes of cheating. And I want you to Google, you will discover what I'm saying. On access to water, people should have access to water to fish.
At the same rally, residents wanted to hear Mafabi's plan on abductions and arrests.
Now, all these political cases, for us, we are going to make sure the Human Rights Commission is strong, provided, and it will be one to be equipped to investigate cases. But also the cases which are done in court will be audited by Judicial Service Commission. We shall put a competent Judicial Service Commission to audit the judgments of judges and magistrates. But most importantly, we would have a timetable to ensure what we call a time sheet to ensure that work is performed and justice is done on time. For these political cases we're hearing, those ones, as soon as we take power, everybody will be released.
Fishermen decreed the high taxes on imported nets.
They come as fishing nets. You clear them, they pay taxes, they are sold. You follow them and ban. That means you want to make people of Uganda poor. That will end. If government believes, which we have our plan, the best we're going to do is we're going to provide the fishermen with tools to use to fish. And that will be nets, that will be...
People in Kalangala engage in palm oil farming, and most of the land is occupied by palm trees. Mafabi revealed his plan for these farmers.
Now over to Kalachi, the National Unity Platform NUP leader and 2026 presidential candidate Robert Chagulanyi sent Mohas toward Kalachi and Kabera Maido districts in the Teso sub-region, campaigning for votes and support ahead of the upcoming general elections. While addressing residents, Chagulanyi pledged to transform the region through improved service delivery, promising modern road infrastructure, free education with school meals, well-equipped hospitals with adequate medicines and doctors.
I came here first and foremost, I woke up in Nigeria to thank you very much for people are voting for me in 2021. We look look at the road that comes to Kaberamaido, you can think Uganda is poor. When you look at the schools in Kaberamaido, you will think Uganda is poor. When you look at our hospitals that have no medicine, you will think Uganda is poor. But I want you to look carefully. Opportunity to change this. Therefore, my brothers and sisters, on the 15th of January next year, we are going to make a very important decision. Very, very important decision. And I'm here to tell you that that is the only time when you, the common citizen, and the rich minister, that is the only time you are going to be equal. I come back to you again. I come back to you with the same dream. The dream of a new Uganda. I've said it many times. But I don't come to you because I'm the most educated. I am not here because I'm the most experienced. I am not here because I'm the most knowledgeable.
Now, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has intervened in the Nsowe land wrangles between the residents and the National Forestry Authority in Gomba district. Friday, the president sent the Prime Minister Robin Nabbanja to resolve the wrangles, and she closed the internally displaced camp of the residents who had camped demanding for reinstatement.
In 1932, the government gazetted Nsowe Forest Reserve in Gomba district, totaling to 5,097 hectares of land. But in 2017, the National Forest Authority embarked on the process of recovering the land. However, families who had settled on the land petitioned the president, claiming they are bona fide occupants of the land. Today, the president sent the Prime Minister Robin Nabbanja to resolve the wrangles.
Era muzeeyi n'alagira nti abo bonna be baagoba badizibwe badde ku ttaka. Kakati nze kye kindeese.
However, when the Prime Minister arrived here, she discovered that some claimants were not genuine and had come from other areas including Kampala to claim the land.
Bamawandika muwandiisi. Ni wamuhandikire wamuleta aha ukamuyanka.
N'omwisiki wa Ntundu.
Mwisiki wo?
Wa Ntundu.
Beera wa mazima wavaawa. Uwa. Wavaawa. Okujja mu kampu wavuddewa. Era lwaki oli mu kampu nga tewabeera wano tewakulirawo ne Wankyondo tomanyiiyo.
Okubeera mu kampu nange ndwanira ekya taata wange.
Kale tutwale Wankyondo ewamwe kyolwanirira tutwaleyo. Ettaka lya Nkyondo yafa. Ate nga Nkyondo gyali.
Kyamaani atutwala buuyo yagamba Nkyondo yafa.
Madamu wangambye Nkyondo yafa.
Nagambye taata wange.
Wagambye Nkyondo nze tuli Wankyondo we yabeeranga wano. Ate teyafa, yasenguka okusinziira ku chairman n'abalala ab'okukyala. Tebakumanyi.
According to the National Forest Authority, only 175 families were verified, but the majority were paid off, but have made a U-turn to claim the same land.
Twamapinga buli omu yenna ne household ze zonna ne maps kweziri era right honorable tujazi kukwasa nawo demo yekenenyo labe kubanga teri gwe twawa etakiriri wansi wekyo.
NFA egamba abantu bali 175 abaweebwa permit okusimba emiti amaka 129 batunda we babagabira ku bantu abalala private investors.
However, some of the residents have accused the NFA of sidelining them and allocate huge chunks of land to the powerful individuals in government.
Either you are working with the tycoons
or with the common man. Naye tumanyi kimajegere we bulijjo obadde ku saidi ya muntu wa bulijjo.
Leka ndikubira byonna abantu basobola bikuba kyamuzikita inayika bibiri katala bisiwe mu bende. Kabina. Taziriwo wali. Bati bakulimba. Amazima ga Katonda obunafusi batalekera ku district. Obunafune bujja mu ofisi ya RDC. Obunafune bugenda mu majje bajjenera bali wano bayina mu ettaka.
Kama wange twanyigibwa twatuuka wali lwakubanga tumanyi NRM we yatujja naweteesebwanga era tugiwagira ne muzeeyi waffe tumuwagira ku nkamuti yande mutuyinganganise nk'abanyayuganda.
Kamisa Robina Nabanja direct those impersonating as land claimants to vacate the camp before they are arrested by police.
Bali bavudde Kampala nabo kola ki byabubbi bino nammwe be baawe ettaka ne mulitunda tuli ffenna ne mugenda ewalala kati mwawulidde ekiragiro kya president nammwe mukomyewo nammwe mugende mpaakinge mugende.
The meeting was also attended by the IGP Abasibya Kagaba, who was directed by the Prime Minister to close the camp and handle only the joining claimants.
Ngambye amazima ga Katonda abantu abamu abali mu kampu si baawano. Nanyini wanajje abadde abeera wano aliwa waliwo emifaliso bano bagagga bannange mulabe bavudde Kampala baabano ono ali ludda wa
Asimu ya commanding wano musirikale Captain Mulamba. Asimu who? Steven. It's called Steven.
That's why he took off.
Hey, muyaduse. You see this.
Abataliwo mubagambe kampu Prime Minister agigaddewo.
Now, Court of Appeal justices have been trained on how to handle electoral petitions, while magistrates and registrars have also been trained on how they can dispense. Now, this will be coming your way shortly after the break. Let's take a short break.
The program has met our expectations in that it has been able to give us business.
They gave us a contract where we did a renovation at their head office.
MTN trained us in their procurement process and also the IT technology.
I was struggling with managing the finances of the company. So when I went for that training, I was able to improve in financial literacy and management.
Are you a female entrepreneur looking to do business with MTN? Log on to www.mtn.co.ug/AWE. Together, our progress is unstoppable.
Abayi omanyi mmaze emyaka kumpi ananga nsiga langi naye nga langi ya Global gye nkyasinze okwesiga. Ekisooka ekirungi buli musiizi akimanyi nti andakooti wa Global gwe tutandisa. Kati awo oba oyagala okusiga ekizimbe kinyirira obulungi olina okweyongera ng'okozesa langi ya Global. Ntandika ne silk vinyl ng'asiiga munda ate bwe kituuka ku siiringi ne nkozesa Global Mat. Yo wabweru nkozesa Global Weather Coat Emulsion etatya mbeera ya budde eduduma era ennyumba yo tesobola kuyubukayubuka. Ng'omugagga akikonamu anti entemagana okukira mukene. Awo omugagga wantwalira ku sayiti ya mugagga munne ne mugagga munne n'antwala ewa mugagga munne kati ono mugagga munnaabwe gye yanzija okukola akalango ng'alaba kiri ku buzuuli.
Global Paint, a reliable product.
Kabogozi, where are you coming from?
From NSSF.
NSSF? You traveled all the way from Namavundi to get NSSF services. Lekanawe. NSSF is now everywhere. Come on, I show you.
You can register for NSSF. I'll contribute to your Simade life. NSSF payments. NSSF sure is not far. But tomorrow kuhika got you. Enjoy NSSF from where you are.
Access
NSSF services right where you live. With over 20,000 quick teller agents across Uganda, now you can conveniently register yourself, make NSSF payments and contributions to your Smart Life account to Ubira. NSSF, a better life.
The Ministry of Works and Transport, in collaboration with the Uganda Police Force, is rolling out the mandatory motor vehicle inspection services as one of the interventions to improve road safety, protect the environment, and safeguard the health and well-being of the public. The key items for inspection are the braking system, suspension system, the lighting system, the exhaust emissions, and the general mechanical conditions of the vehicles, among others. The exercise has commenced for all government vehicles, public service vehicles PSVs, operating on fixed routes with route charts, private omnibuses PMOs, tourist vehicles, and those as may be referred by the Uganda Police Force in a dangerous mechanical condition. Other categories including private vehicles, light omnibuses, taxis, trucks and motorcycles will begin on a date to be communicated by the Minister of Works and Transport. The vehicle inspection centers are Kawanda on Bombo Road and Namamve on Jinja Road for motorcycles, light and heavy vehicles, Nabingo on Masaka Road and Namlanda on Entebbe Road for motorcycles and light vehicles. Mbale, Gulu and Bara inspection centers are for all categories of vehicles. The inspection fees have been significantly reduced to ensure compliance. Get your vehicles ready for inspection. Safer vehicles, safer road users, safer journeys. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Works and Transport.
In Uganda's oil and gas journey, the citizens and communities are partners in progress. Across the country, lives are being transformed through improved infrastructure, access to services, and new opportunities for growth. The Petroleum Authority of Uganda ensures that the oil and gas developments are inclusive. The livelihoods of households directly affected by acquisition of land for project activities have been improved through targeted resettlement, compensation, and livelihood restoration programs. Farmers are receiving support to enhance productivity, food security, and commercialize agriculture. Youth are gaining skills that open doors to employment and entrepreneurship. Women are empowered through financial inclusion and community leadership initiatives that strengthen the social fabric of our nation. Education, health, clean water, and road upgrade projects are uplifting families and building resilience in areas hosting the oil and gas activities. Through collaboration with community leaders, civil society, and development partners, Uganda is building a future of shared prosperity. At the heart of regulating these developments for the last 10 years stands the Petroleum Authority of Uganda with a mission of creating lasting value in Uganda's oil journey.
Blue Christmas is near. Spread the festive cheer all December with great deals right here. Shop online with Market by Momo. We deliver. Log on to market.momo.africa. Use the MyMTN app or the new Momo app to register and shop online. Market by Momo is from MTN and powered by MasterCard.
Welcome back. It's just 44 minutes past 8 o'clock. And as we continue in our next segment, the parish priest of Jinja Kaloli, Reverend Father Sylvester Buwembo, has called upon Ugandans to embrace hard work and commitment to duty as a way of earning respect and goodwill wherever they serve. Father Buwembo made these remarks while presiding over a special Requiem Mass held to pray for and bid farewell to the late UBC staff Alpha Mugagalwama, who passed away on Wednesday this week.
At Jinja Kaloli, Father Buwembo noted that adopting a spirit of hard work and selfless service, as exemplified by the late Alpha Luwama, would help Ugandans gain acceptance and appreciation within their communities. He emphasized that dedication to work is a powerful virtue that has uplifted many people, urging everyone to take pride in their work and to use the talents God has given them to the best of their ability. Meanwhile, some of the senior mourners, including UBC staff, led by Dr. Kagwa Peter, urged employees to uphold good conduct and professionalism, saying this would earn them respect and recognition. He also encouraged young people to emulate the exemplary work ethic demonstrated by the late Alpha Lukoma.
nga yoto kwaba abatono abakwenda okusikibwa abakozi abangi n'okusinga abantu abamu abanirudde abanene abono wetwagala okukakasa obubaka nti lubwamo abadde mwetowaze abavuga ab'ennaku zino obwetowaze bubalemye ffe ku byalo tetwakulira ku byalo tuli bannakyalo twalinga buli muntu tumwita maama tumwita taata tumwita jjajja ennaku zino omwana kulekera obutayinza okuyisa mu kigo.
Family members and other mourners also shared heartfelt messages during the church service. Mike Bakabulindi compiled the story.
May his soul rest in eternal peace. Now, the Katikiro of Buganda, Charles Peter Maiga, has urged motorists to drive carefully during this festive season and to avoid excessive celebrations that may lead them into mistakes. He made these remarks while handing over a check of 435 million shillings to Nkozi Hospital, which was raised from this year's Kaliso dinner.
Police traffic report: 23,608 accidents occurred in 2023, and with an increase of over 1,000. Most of these accidents are attributed to overspeeding and careless overtaking maneuvers, among others. To help save lives of accident victims, especially along the Masaka Highway, the Kingdom of Buganda, through its radio program Kaliso Liso, initiated a plan to support Nkozi Hospital in construction of an accident and trauma center for treating accident victims. Christmas remains the most celebrated time of the year, but also the time when drivers and riders are in a hurry to take passengers to heaven.
The joys of Christmas tend to make us forget our primary duty of safeguarding our lives.
The Katikiro of Buganda, Charles Peter Maiga, has handed over a check of Ugandan shillings 435 million from this year's dinner held during a function at Bulange Mengo. In his address, Mr. Maiga called upon motorists to drive carefully and to avoid driving under the influence of alcohol. He also urged people to avoid excessive celebrations that may lead them into errors and expose them to dangers that could result from acquiring HIV/AIDS.
Let us all be smart this season. Don't drink and drive. Only have fun with responsible loved ones who will protect you against possible dangers that can destroy our lives.
Dr. Christian Tumheise, the medical director at Nkozi Hospital, said the project has reached a hopeful stage and commended Buganda Kingdom for its support.
We have so far constructed the ground floor
and we're on the slab. And we suppose that the amount of money that we are going to receive shall be able to complete the slab, and then we go to the level that will follow.
The managing director of the Kingdom's Radio, Michael Kawoya Mwebe, pledged to intensify public education among the public through various media platforms and community engagements on proper road use.
The moment you step out of your home, be conscious about safety, because so many people have different thoughts. So many thoughts are running through their heads.
Cayenne Faith, Andrew Sebida for ABC.
This season, Pearlback brings the magic a little closer with Purple Santa, spreading joy across our branches. Genuine laughter, warm interactions, and shared moments that remind us our purpose is rooted in the people we serve. From surprises to smiles, these are the moments we'll forever cherish. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from Pearlback, formerly Post Bank.
This is our home, our land, our Uganda. From the rolling hills to the busy streets, from the farmers in the fields to the students in classrooms, we are one people. Elections are a time to choose our leaders, not to fight our brothers and sisters. When violence enters the ballot box, the future of our country is wounded. But when peace leads the way, our nation grows stronger. On election day, choose unity over diversion, respect over hatred, and dialogue over destruction. Love your country, protect your fellow citizens, stand for peace, and say no to electoral violence. This message is brought to you by the Global Election Observation Mission, GEOM, in partnership with the Uganda Electoral Commission. Informed citizens, strong nation.
Unisteel Investment Uganda Limited, shaping the future of steel in East Africa and beyond. With an investment of over $100 million and a production capacity of 300,000 metric tons per annum, Unisteel is setting new standards in steel manufacturing. At our state-of-art facility, we produce TMX rebars, branded Unis TMX 500 CWR, and high-quality wire rods using only imported virgin steel billets. Every batch is tested and tracked for unmatched quality assurance. Our steel powers the region's most ambitious projects, from dams, skyscrapers, to bridges and beyond. Unisteel, superior quality, trustworthy choice.
Power your moment. Techno, the global partner of AFCON 2025.
And into the world of business, government has directed sugarcane producers and millers to immediately harmonize sugarcane buying prices following complaints from farmers over abrupt price drops. The directive came during a tense meeting convened by the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives to address the deteriorating prices across sugarcane growing areas.
The urgent meeting was called after farmers raised concerns over sudden price reductions by millers, which they say have left them counting losses despite rising production costs.
About 130, that's what they pay us. But out of 130 in a ton, you pay 25 for the person who's got cut the sugar cane. They were made with 105,000. You pay transport per 20 tons, 800,000. So when you take away the 800,000 you pay per ton, the farmer remains with 65,000 per ton. And
Ministry officials questioned the sugarcane value chain actors on the unilateral decision to reduce prices without consulting farmers.
Last election, you remember last election we had a lot of problems because of sugarcane. Lack of market for sugarcane. And the government is trying to do whatever it can to sort out all these problems. Why do you choose at this particular time as partners to say this is the time the price for sugarcane for the farmer must go down?
Sincerely, if you are fair to the people and even us involved in this exercise, you would temporarily hold the price as it has been until such a time that we finish this political quagmire, and then you come in and have to settle yourselves out. We have moved out of the field because we know the pressure down. You are making it very difficult for the sitting government to negotiate its mandate because you are reducing prices at a very critical time.
In response, sugarcane producers explained that prices are influenced by production costs, factory operations and market dynamics.
We actually think that that one varies depending on the economics in each factory. It is not standard on the market. That is why you see that when we are selling, we sell at varying prices because the factors, the cost of the factors of production differs from factory to factory. It cannot be the same that the cost of labor is the same or the cost of raw material is the same for each factory.
Minister of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives Francis Mwebesa instructed producers to buy sugarcane at a standard minimum price of 125,000 Uganda shillings per ton, warning against exploitation of farmers.
We have agreed that the price for sugarcane will be 125 for the next 2 months, and after that we shall have to consider the situation. The plan of the ministry at the moment is to make sure that our farmers get an appropriate price, and we have taken an average from the different people who are supplying sugarcane to the farm, the factories we are taking, and we have agreed on that price.
Mary Namkose, UBC News.
And into the world of sports, football fans in Kampala and across the country say this festive season will be special as MultiChoice Uganda confirmed it will broadcast every match of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations exclusively on DSTV and GoTV. At a launch held in Kampala, supporters welcomed the move, saying it allows families to follow the Uganda Cranes without missing a moment.
Local fans say the tournament hosted in Morocco from 21st December 2025 to 18th January 2026 comes at a perfect time. With all matches airing live on SuperSport, viewers will enjoy dedicated coverage of the SuperSport AFCON channel, including expert match analysis.
It's a really big thing for us because we think it's a really great time for our Ugandan fans and our subscribers to enjoy this tournament. So what has DSTV done in order to ensure this experience is unforgettable for fans? One, in terms of access, we have done a 40% discount on all hardwares.
Uganda, that starts its campaign on 23rd December against Tunisia, is in Group C, that also has Tanzania and Nigeria.
What's exciting is, as Colin mentioned earlier, we have the Kawiki. So the 3 games where Uganda is playing, from the 23rd up to the 30th, you simply just have to buy a Kawiki package and you'll be able to enjoy the games. So please, we saw you rally behind the boys during CHAN. Please come and show that same energy during AFCON.
Uganda Broadcasting Corporation will also have select Africa Cup of Nations games live for its publics on TV, while its radios will carry all games.
Life-inspiring Sports Ministry Fellowship of Christian Athletes will this weekend host its Christmas sharing at Nongo in Nakaseke. Annually since 2016, the ministry has been aiding people during the Christmas period, with this year's day to include a health camp on top of the offering of goodies.
I started involving some of my fellow athletes like Nakai, Baiga Justin, Abilusi. So they've been really helpful, like helping with the clothes and also buy some food stuff. And we've been always on Christmas, we try to get them some nutritious porridge, and then we get them some food, cooking oil, things like that, all things of the kind in our daily life, we give to them. And this year, we are excited again. We always invite counselors, and we also invite nurses and some doctors to come join us during this program. And when they come, we have various things we try to check. Last year we checked HIV, we checked the pressure, diabetes, and this year we are going also to include cancer. And when we do this, it's for the whole community. So when the whole community shows up and we find out there is someone who is also HIV positive like them, we request that person to join them, to be part of them, so they become one family. So this year we are also excited about this, and we are just grateful that always God has provided. So I call upon all my fellow athletes, those who are still active and those who are retired like me, to come and be able to give the community back what we can.
Well, quite a good cause there. Thank you once again for choosing us. My name is Patricia Lukoma Mpango. Let's meet again at 10 o'clock. Bye-bye.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
When you want to relax your body and refresh your mind, welcome to Hotel La Confidence.